Yellow's dead? This deck can't lose. I'm back with another One Piece gameplay deck tech video. Today talking about the god of OP15 himself, Enel. PEnel. Oh my god, I hate this deck so much. It is the most stupid deck I maybe have ever seen in a card game outside of Emu. But, what does this guy do? Well, he is a 5k, 5 life purple leader that says under the rules of the game, your Dawn deck is made of 6 Dawn cards. You can only have 6 Dawn. Once you get to 6 Dawn, you can't get any more Dawn than that, which seems awful, but it's not. Because as an activate main once a turn, if it is your second turn or later, ramp an active Dawn, and then ramp up to 4 rested Dawn, and then give up to 4 rested Dawn cards to one of your characters. Yeah, that's fair, that's balanced. You get to ramp on your second turn 5 Dawn. What? Yeah, this deck is absolutely insane. It does more Dawn manipulation than almost any other deck in the game, and it's a little bit stupid because it's kind of like, in a lot of ways, every deck in one, except for yellow, which is funny to me because the main thing that counters this is yellow. But so it's purple because of the Dawn manipulation. It's blue because everything in its mother says draw a card, basically. It's black because it has ways to remove cards because that's fair and balanced. It's red because this deck's an aggressive powerhouse and can minus power of opponent's cards. What? And it's green because it has the only good source of interaction left in this game, which is freezing things and resting things. So, yeah, it's everything in one, except for yellow because it doesn't do life bowl crap. But yeah, the deck's dumb for various reasons, such as the vassals. They're all 1-cost, 2k, 1k counter characters that on play minus a Dawn to draw a card. And when attacking, gives up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1k power for the turn. On KO, Gadatsu KOs one of your opponent's characters with 2k power less, like a chump blocker. Satori, the best of the bunch, when attacking, looks at the top 2 of your deck and you can place them back at the top or bottom in any order. And Shura gets Rush. All these cards are fine. Shura is kind of the worst. Maybe Gadatsu is the worst. They're both, like, equally eh. But these guys are little 2k weenies that you can play on the first turn. This deck wants to go first. On the first turn, you minus a Dawn immediately, and then boom, you're down to 0. On your next turn, you go up 2 more Dawn, and then you play, like, another 1 or 2 vassals, and then you play, or you use Enel's ability, give 4 rested Dawn to one of the vassals, and then bada bing, bada boom, you have a 6k swing, and you can either go 6 with your leader and 6 with one of the vassals, or 5 with your leader and 7 with one of the vassals. And on top of that, you're playing more vassals, or using your events. They're absolutely insane. Or nichely, if you need another good 1-cost in a deck, you got Divine Soldier, which is a 1-cost 1k, 1k counter blocker. That's nice. It's mostly good against Yellow Luffy, Bell Luffy, and a couple of decks like that, but the Divine Soldier is a niche but very valuable to have, mostly to help you protect your board or your life when you need it. But then you have Holly, the main thing that helps you against yellow, because yellow, as we all know, loves to gain life. Loves to gain life. And this guy's pretty good at saying no to that, because this 3-cost 4k, 1k counter character says all your characters and this character gain double attack. And on your opponent's turn, all your characters and this character are 6ks. 6ks. So one of the vassals, and this are now double attacking swings against a yellow deck, which is insane, and they're hard as heck to get rid of. These vassals are already annoying to get rid of because they're little weenie 2k bodies, and you play so many of them, the opponent's like, why am I even going to get rid of these? And now with Holly, it just makes it even more annoying to get rid of them, and, well, not all the vassals, just but now and Holly are double attacking swings that the deck has to get rid of. It's insane. But, you know, first turn, you play one of the vassals. Turn 2, you play 2 vassals. Then you ramp a bunch of Dawn. Then you send 6 and 6 or 5 and 7. And then, once you're at turn 3, you got 6 Dawn because you ramped a ton. Now you can play one of your 6k or 6 cost Enels. Preferably the secret rare first. 6 cost 8k that is going to be actually a 10k that cannot be removed from the field by opponent's effects. Same thing as the other Enel. They're both 6 cost 10ks that can't be removed from the field by effects. And on play, secret Enel minus is a Dawn to look at the top 5 of your deck, get a card, and then put the rest of the bottom of your deck in any order and trash a card. You don't even reveal the card to your opponent. You just get a card. Any card you want out of the top 5. And then get rid of one card. So you're kind of drawing a card. You're still technically going down a card in hand because you're playing this card. But you still get to search for something. And it's a 10k body. It's insane. And in this other Enel here, as an activate main, you can minus a Dawn, give itself blocker, and then trash a card from your hand. So if you need the blocker, it's a blocker. Otherwise, it's a 6 cost 10k that can't be removed from the field by your opponent's effects. How do you get rid of these cards? Wink wink, you don't. Unless you're Bell Luffy or a deck that plays the new 5 cost Secret Rare Luffy. That is the bane of this deck's existence. As you'll see in the gameplays. You will see me match up against Bell Luffy, and holy crap, that card is broken against this deck. But then you have the events. You have a lot of events in this deck. And that could arguably tell you to put pudding in the deck. But when you don't get an event, you whiff generally an important card like one of the Enels, and it feels so bad, so that's why I'm not playing pudding in the deck. But yeah, you have these events. Divine Departure being a good card against decks that just go big, like, Bonney, or sometimes valuable against certain yellow decks, like when you're not playing against Bell Luffy, but you're still having to play against the yellow deck that plays that new Secret Luffy. This card's great, because as a main, you can wrestle your Dawn. If you have any given Dawn cards, give up to one of your opponent's characters, minus 8k power for the turn. Awesome. You can get rid of something, in a way, by just swinging it with one of your little weenies. You don't even have to give Dawn to them with Enel. So that's awesome. Or you can just counter, trash a card from your hand, and giving your leader one of your characters plus 3k power for the battle. Absolutely insane. But then you have a couple of 2ks, basically. All these events counter to give one of your Enels. So either one of your character Enels or your Enel leader, plus 2k for the battle. Very, Elthor, and Kitten all do that. But they all also have main effects. Minusing a Dawn, and if your leader is Enel, draw a card with Very, and then give out to one of your characters plus 2 cost until the end of your opponent's next turn. Only good against green, but the card's basically a 2k counter in the deck, which is fine. Elthor doesn't draw you a card. But it gives one of your leader characters plus 1k power for the turn, then KOs up to one of your opponent's characters with 3k power or less, so it gets rid of a chump blocker. It's niche, but it can matter if you have something like Kitten. A card that minuses a Dawn, draws you a card, then gives up to one of your opponent's characters minus 1k power for the turn. Absurdly stupid broken card. The card just basically just minuses a power, and if you have enough of these, because they draw you cards, you can draw into more of them, Elthor can pop something. Now, that's not the most powerful way you can use Kitten, one of the best cards in the deck. You could use it through means such as Mamaragon into Lightning Dragon. A very sweet combo in this deck is if your opponent places 7k, you can Lightning Beast Kitten into Mamaragon, or just 2 Lightning Beast Kittens into Mamaragon if it's a 7k. Because Mamaragon here, yeah, I can counter to give one of your leader characters plus 1k power for the battle. And then if you have 6 or less Dawn, you draw a card. So basically, 1k that draws you a card. Insane. But more importantly, main, you can minus 2 Dawn, draw a card, then rest up to one of your opponent's characters with 5k power or less. So a Kitten, you can minus something down to 5 if you have enough of these, or if you just have one and you're trying to get rid of a 6. Then you can rest it with Mamaragon. Then with Lightning Dragon, you can minus a Dawn, draw a card, then give up to one of your opponent's rested characters with 6k power or less. Freeze it, just freeze it. It can't attack. Or unrest until your opponent's following turn. Not even their coming turn, but the turn after. So, Lightning Dragon, dumb card. One of the most dumb cards in the entire deck. You have 6 cost 10ks that can't be removed. You have ways to freeze your opponent's cards. You have ways to double attack into your opponent. You have a bunch of 6ks. Like, this deck does everything. This deck does literally everything. And I'm not even very good with the deck. I haven't played the deck very much at all, and I still win like crazy with this deck. It's insane. Like, I played 3 practice games with this deck, and I won every single time. And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll just record. And I literally won every single game except against Bell Luffy. Like, the deck's absolutely insane. So, PEnel, as I like to call him, absolutely stupid deck. I'm just gonna delete this deck right now. And let's just look at something really nice real quick. Yes, my UP Luffy list that still needs to be updated. So pretty, so beautiful. But anyways, let's dive right into some games and see how PEnel, the most stupid deck in all of existence, does. And screw this deck, let's get into some games. Going up against Lucy, probably second best deck in format. Behind this guy, I would say Lucy is probably the second best deck since, you know, Borso didn't necessarily. That's a weird hand, and they're going second. Don't know why they're doing that. Okay, this is better. Not much better, but it is better. Okay, we got a Satri. That's something, I guess. So next turn we can Satri, hopefully into something that's, you know, decent. I don't know. I don't know why Lucy wouldn't just... Okay, Rebecca. Gotta play the Rebecca. I don't know why Lucy wouldn't just take first from us every time. I mean, Lucy wants to go first. Okay, they got a Sabo. Lucy wants to go first. I just don't see the benefit. Okay, I'll minus, draw. Hey, it's a 2k counter. I'll play Shura, minus draw, and then go... Should I go 6 and 6? I'm gonna do that, actually. Gain maxed on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because that's smarter, right? Since they don't have as many 2Ks. Just go 6 and 6. That'll make it more annoying. I mean, you're gonna have to give me... Oh, they took them both. Yeah. I mean, we don't have an Enel, which kind of sucks. But, in theory, we're gonna draw one. Hopefully. Please, for the love of God. Okay. Memento. Playing Trash Cavendish, play Cavendish? You got a Cavendish in your hand? What do you got, opponent? There. I think the opponent misplayed. What'd they get? Barrier, pistol. Okay. Fine by me. 5 and a life. No win. No chance Dang it. I was hoping I could get a freaking... I need an L. No Enel. Skill issue, I guess. Let's just go... Let's go 2 with Saturi. Okay. Place it top. I'm not going to be able to get value out of Enel's ability too much this turn. But it's more important, in my opinion, to be able to get an Enel down. Okay, let it go. I'm gonna play Saturi? Yeah, I have to play Saturi here. Saturi, minus a Dawn, draw that, use an L, gain an active, then I can, you know, play an L. Not great for me, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? See, we're gonna have the same problem next turn, but we have more Saturis. But at the same time, it just makes it clunky. So I'll play this. I don't need the blocker, and I'll just pass. So a bit of a rough turn 2. Turn 2 after the opponent, or no, turn 3, what am I saying? Turn 3 after we did a lot on turn 2. Got him down to 2 life already, which is unfortunate because now they're playing Boa. Okay. I would get rid of this Satri if I was them. Get rid of that. Yep. And then I'm going to go 2 into that. Yep. Part of me kind of wants to get them to send No. No. Just go 5 in a life, opponent. Please. Please and thank you. Okay. Take. Yes, let's go! Not punished. Now we can just go giant monsters over and over again. So Rebecca still isn't a blocker, which is nice. What do I want to play here, if anything, as far as events go? Let's... Do I want to swing into this Viola? I'm just gonna keep going aggro into their face. So... Let's go... They still don't have the stage down. So let's play Secret Enel. Minus a Dawn. Get another Secret Enel. And yes, this Divine Departure would be nice, but just swarm the board with a bunch of 10Ks. That's what you want to do. Return. Trash. What do I trash? Gadatsu? Holly? Probably Holly. Holly's the most useless card in my hand right now. And... let's see. I don't really have anything that I want to minus Dawn for. I'm sorry that this is taking so long. I just don't know Enel super well. I just don't think I need to use any of these events right now, so I'm just going to do that. Gain max Dawn. Put 4 rested onto that. Shura. To go 6. Get... Okay, they're just... taking. Barrier pistol, that's fine by me. Because you were going to be able to get rid of that Shura anyways. Okay, give me a 2. So you're at 8 cards in hand. I have 2 10Ks. Your go. I don't really... I probably, realistically, should have made that a blocker. That Enel. This Enel. But, you know me, everybody. I'm smart. I'm a smart cookie. I'm a smart cookie. So this turn... Okay, they're just going to go 5. That I will counter. Because now they're going to go big number. They're going to play the... Yep, going to go 8 in life, which... part of me... Okay, what are they going to have here? If it's barrier pistol, it doesn't matter against my board. If it's the thing that gives a bunch of minus, that sucks. But whatever. So I'm going to counter out of this. Very... 2K. Very... 2K. I don't know if that's the right play, but... Whatever. This... No Fire Fist? Best case scenario. For them, not for me. What did they just do? They whiffed? Oh, buddy. And we have the Thor to be able to get rid of the Rebecca blocker too? Yeah, I mean, opponent. Opponent. Oh. Do I just Thor? Do I just Thor? No. I'll play another Enel. Minus a Dawn. Grab. Another Enel? Another Enel? That's probably not right. But I don't care. Return. Trash a card from hand. I will trash. And then... let's Thor. Minus a Dawn. Give a +1 to Enel? No. To one of these Enels. No, let's go to this Enel. And then KO the Rebecca. And then... I wish I could freeze this Boa, but it's fine. And then gain max, put 4 rested onto this Enel. Go 7 in life. See how the opponent reacts to that. If they block, perfect. Exactly what we want to see. Because they kind of have to. And if they do, I can just go 14 into that, and then 10 into Boa, and then I just don't see how the opponent gets out of it. The opponent just kind of loses from there. And then they take it, and I can go 10 into life. They probably have to block, and then I go 14, and the opponent just loses. Like, I just don't know what they can do to get out of this. I just don't see it. If they counter out of this, which, I mean, they can. They definitely can. They have 7 cards, yeah. Then we go 14 into life, and they block with the Sabo, and then let it go. Yeah. And all they have is a Boa. And I have 3 Enels. Sure, I only have 4 cards in hand, but how likely are they to get rid of both of these? Kind of likely, but at the same time, like, you all know. Like, alright, there's Dressrosa Kingdom. They needed that a while ago. And they concede because, oh my god, they got every Sabo. Oh my god. Yeah, that game just showcases that this deck is the god of OP15. Like, what are you supposed to do? The deck's just completely stupid. It's just completely and utterly stupid. Well, let's get into another game, I guess. Going against Sky Luffy. Yep, we are going first, and we are mulliganing that hand, and this hand is fine. We're going against Bell Luffy, Sky Luffy, whatever you want to call it, and this deck is the counter to Enel. This deck is completely and utterly stupid, absolutely bonkers nuts. Okay, Shura, what are you gonna get? Of course, the best guy in your deck. I'll play on? Yeah. Minus a Dawn. Shura. What do I want to do? Do I want to use any of these events? No. No. Let's do that. Continue to dig for more Enel stuff. Gain an active and 4 rested. Let's just do it all on Gadatsu. And go 5 in life. The opponent will counter. Or if they take, great. Nope. Alright, and 7 in life. And they take. And then I'll pass. And if the opponent does me into the Gadatsu, then I at least get rid of the stupid little chump blocker. Because that matters. So they're going to have a bit of an off turn, which is nice. Wiper. God, this card is gonna be so... Holy crap, Searchers. But yeah, Wiper is gonna suck against us. You got another 5 Luffy. Holy crap. I mean, we're just kind of screwed, if I'm gonna be completely honest with y'all. But yeah, Gadatsu, I'll just KO one of the Shuras, and yeah, I'll take it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Divine Departure actually is pretty nice. I kind of need that. Let's go 2 into Shura, because why not? And then we'll play this Enel. And we will... I don't want to make this into a blocker, because I'm not going to block with it next turn. They're going to play that Rush Luffy, so I'm just not going to worry about using this card's ability. What I am going to do is not that. I don't really want to use any of these events, but I kind of would like to, just to get rid of... Dang it. Whatever. I'll just put 4 rested. I'll go 5 into life. They'll probably counter. Yep. They counter with a 2K. I'll take that. And then go 6. I'll shrink Shura, even though that doesn't really matter. And I'll pass. They have 3 life. I'm not going to play Wiper. Actually, do play Wiper. Don't play your stupid 5-cost Luffy. Don't play the 5-cost Luffy. Okay. So I at least get to use these for another turn. Shura, well, maybe. Maybe not. Now, where did this Rested Dawn come from? Oh, you put the Active Dawn on. Never mind, I'm smart. Yeah, I'll let it go. And then 6 in the life. Sure. When the opponent activates an event or blocker, yada 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 yada. Actually, I'm gonna counter this, so they're not incentivized to attack Shura. I will counter with that. You will reveal the top. That's a Nico Robin. And that is a 14K. Yep, and I will take that. So we're on a clock here. A very short clock, in which case I hate a lot of what is going on right now. Because I can't do anything. I mean, I'll definitely play Divine Departure. 1000% am gonna play Divine Departure this turn. So, so we know it's a 7 on top. So this is still a 7K, which is insane to me, basically. Or no, it's gonna be a 6K. And this will be a 10K, so that's fine. So we'll put a Dawn on what? Enel? Sure. And then we will use this, rest 5, give that -8. You're just gonna use the Robin, so it's effectively -1, which is wonderful. Now I'll go Shura, 2 into Shura. It's funny, Shura on Shura, Violence. I will go... Let's go... 10. I can't afford to let that Luffy live. So I'm gonna go 6 in a life. And the opponent counters with 2 1Ks. Okay. I'm happy with that. And then gain maxed on, put 4 rested, and just guarantee that Luffy is gonna die. I forgot that Luffy protected itself. Fudge. Why? Why? No. God, no. Okay. That's great. I love that. I love that so much. So we're gonna lose. Unless magically the next Enel we draw gets Rush, in which case we will still probably lose, but it'll be closer. Gonna play Zora. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, at least you only have 5 cards in hand, and I have 7 cards, so that's so much more. See, like, I can't afford to counter this in a lot of ways. Because if anything in that life is above a certain power or cost, this Luffy can just go into an L and I just lose. So I have to take. And then I'm again gonna have to take. So I'm just dead. Like, I'm just dead. And there's nothing I can do. So great. Let's just play Enel and return a Dawn and get something, anything. I'll get an Thor because I just need counter. I just need to, like, guarantee that that Luffy doesn't hurt me. I'll get rid of a lightning dragon because this card's useless. What can I do here? What can I do here? I just, like, I wish I had a kitten. I wish I had a kitten. And I don't, which makes this all very hard. I'll just do that. Unfortunately, just put the 4 on there. Send 5 in life. Probably should have done it in a slightly different order, but I don't care. Go 7 in life. I've at least gotten quite a few swings out of the Shura, so that's nice. I can't swing with this. I can't. I just can't swing with this. So I have to, no. I have to do this. I have to minus a Dawn and get rid of a lightning dragon. And then I pass so that I have this to block this, which, or not this. I just need a blocker. I need a blocker. I'm gonna have to have that blocker. Like, I just lose. Like, there's no, what is this? This is the one deck that Enel loses to, which is why this deck is going to be so popular, because this is the only thing that beats Enel at this point. Okay, you finally played the Wiper to get rid of a Shura. Just one Shura. Why are you not giving the red? Okay, sure. I'll counter for 1. I will not block. I'm actually not going to counter with the Shura. I'm going to counter with the Okay, and then you're gonna go 6. Nope, you're gonna go 7. That's annoying. So that's a 5 on top. That's great. Let's just no block. Play that. Trashing that, giving +3 to our leader. And then that's just gonna get +5, which is wonderful. And we're gonna go 7 more into life, in which case I'll give you a 2, and then I'll give you a 1. I'll actually probably give you a 1. I'll give you no block, because I want to keep that alive if I can. 2, and then a 1. And I'll draw a card. And that is a very, very big swing. I mean, I just lose. Like, no matter what I do, I just... Why is this an 8K? Either way, it dies. But, like, oh my god. Where was Holly earlier, by the way? Probably... Well, no, I did mulligan this game. You know what? I probably shouldn't have blocked with that, because I had the Shura, and then I could have just tried to go for a game that way. But no, there's still no way I could have won. There's still no way I could have won that game, this game. I mean, yeah, I just concede. There's no way that I lose or win. Yeah. I just don't win this game. I just don't win this game. It just doesn't happen. Like, Enel just hard loses into Bell Luffy, which, hey, I'm going to showcase this matchup. If you are an Enel player, just concede. Just auto-concede when you face up against this deck. But let's get into another game to showcase that Enel is the god of OP15 outside of this deck, which is mostly good into Enel, but not really much else. Going up against Bonney, I'm going to go first, because why would I not? And this hand is really good, so I'm gonna keep. I got the Enel, I got the Now, technically, it's not necessarily Satori, which I would prefer, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay, so next turn I'll get 2 Dawn. You're gonna play Sentomari, which is fine. I mean, it's annoying, but it's fine. Alright, they're just gonna go super quick. I got another Enel, which is nice. Let's just... Honestly, I could play this and just get rid of that Sentomaru right now, and I'm gonna do that. Not that that necessarily is the best play in the universe, but I don't care. And then let's Enel, gain max, and put 4 rested on and because why not? 7 and 7. Choose 0 enemy things. And they're just gonna keep on taking. Because why would they not keep on taking? Alright, they're at 1 life, and they have 4 Dawn. They're not gonna be able to defend super hard, as far as like board goes. What do you get? You got a Zoro, and you got a Zoro. So 2 turns from now is really gonna suck. Sure. Not a fan of that, but sure. Let's play Enel. Right? Yeah. Minus. Let's grab probably another Mamaragon to be able to rest their chump blockers. Yeah, I like that. And let's just go like that. And trash what? I mean, I have the L-Thors. I could just get rid of the Lightning Dragon. Like, the card, I have not showcased its power, but it's not gonna do that much in this game, I don't think, so I'll just get rid of that. And I can't do anything because there are 7k, so I'll just pass. And now, you're gonna have to swing into my life, opponent. Get me some more cards. Nami. I'm fine with that. I gotta go 6. Yeah, I'm not gonna counter that, right? Right? Would I counter? Do I want to counter? It's a yellow deck. That's always my reasoning. It is a yellow deck. So I'm gonna counter. I am gonna just decide to counter. That's the smart play. It's the smart thing to do. Alright, I'm gonna play this Enel so I have a free block for that Nami next turn. And that sounds good to me. Well, do I want that? Do I want that? Let's play another one of these Enels. I like that. Minus a Dawn. Jeez. I'll get an Enel and just bottom all those. Trash a card from hand. I'll trash... Honestly, I'll just trash that Enel. I kind of don't want to do that, but I'm going to do that. And I don't want to use any of my cards. So I'm just going to put a bunch of Dawn on this Enel. And go 15. And the opponent probably is going to take it. If they counter, that would be great. I would love that. I would love if they did that. Best case scenario. Now, is that gonna happen? No. Yeah. They're just gonna take it. So they have 11 cards in hand, which is absolutely insane to me. But we're gonna have a 10k and a 14k. I mean, we're gonna have a lot to do next turn. They're gonna play Kuma. Okay, I'll take that. I will take that. I will counter with that and draw an L-Thor. Perfectly fine with me. And nope, gotta keep that Dawn up. Do I counter with this? No. I'll take it. Drawing all the Mamaragons, holy. So I have 2 of these. I'll play this Enel. And I will activate its ability. Minus a Dawn. Trash a card from hand. And what do I want that to be? Oof. Probably the Mamaragon, honestly. And then what? let's just gain inactive and 4 rested. And let's go 11 and a 7. Get the opponent to counter with a good number of cards from hand. And we'll go 14. Okay, you still gotta give me a card. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. And then you're gonna just take that, period. Alright, well, we're slowly running some cards out of their hands. Get to play a Borsalino. Get to play another Borsalino. Get to play another Borsalino. Gosh dang it. It's annoying. That is annoying. But, unless they take here, which I'm fine with, I'll be able to attack with that Enel this turn. And I'm just gonna Mamaragon again. I can rest. I can use Mamaragon and I can use Kitten and Mamaragon to rest one of these Borsos. But I don't necessarily want to do that. I just want to get cards out of their hand. Or get rid of their board, at least. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just... God, but should I? No. No. I'll counter. Resolve. 6. No block. Counter. And then you can go 7, but I'll just block. Okay, I'll just block. Alright. Well, hey, we got another Mamaragon if we want to go for that play. If we want to go for that line. Do we? Do you want to go for that line? I mean, it could do something. It could do some stuff. But I don't know if I like that, is the thing. I'd rather just get cards out of their hand. Honestly. I will just go... Seven in life. Opponent will probably take it. No, they counter. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Do I let them keep their board, or do I go for board control? That is a good question. Probably board control? They have 6 cards in hand. We know 2 of them are Zoro. So they have 4 cards in hand that we know could potentially counter. I think we just Kitten and then Mamaragon, and we just go hard for board. I like that. I like that. Let's start... Let's go 11 into Kuma. Okay, they let it go. Use Kitten minus, and then shrink Borso. Use Mamaragon minus, rest, and then I'll go 10. 10 into Nami. See if the opponent blocks that. They thought about it. Oh, they only had a Bonney. Let's go. They got a Luffy, though, which sucks. It sucks a lot. Oof. Gonna just go for Enel here. I have Shura. That actually is kind of a really good draw. I will play the Shura. Do that. Gadatsu. I will play the Gadatsu. Do that. And I'm gonna Enel. Gain maxed on. Put 4 rested onto that Shura. And then 8 into that Borsalino. Opponent will let that go. And then I'll go 10 in a life. Sweet. We got a bunch of 10Ks. And the opponent's gonna deal with the Shura, which, fine. But we have a lot of counter in hand. We have 2 life, which does suck. Okay, play Zoro. Honestly, that's fine by me. They didn't play the big Luffy. Perfectly fine by me. Now, granted, yeah, Zoro does kind of suck. Granted, I don't play in an Enel, but do I care? Do I care? Do I care? And I can KO it with L Thor. Ooh, I could still get a lot of aggression. I like that. So, let's go. I'm not attacking with either of these this turn, which does suck. But... what I can do... Do I put the Dawn on Gadatsu, or do I put it on... I'm debating maybe sending one of these into Zoro, and then keeping these Elthors. I would kind of like that. So I'm going to put the Dawn on Gadatsu. And then I'm going to use this... Give Zoro -8. And then I'll go 3 into 1. Opponent's probably going to let it go. In which case, yippee. I guess these are card neutral because I draw a card, right? No, I don't draw a card off of these, so I'm glad I did that. Did it that way. Let's just go 10 into life. Just get cards out of the opponent's hand. Okay. 10 into life. Oh, opponent. You got a block? You got a block, opponent? Ah, dang it. I should have done that slightly different. Oh, I should have done that slightly different. 14. Or I guess it wouldn't have mattered because they would have gone down to 0 life. I don't know why I thought they were at 0 life for some reason. I'm like, wait a minute. That's not how this works. All right, so I have the counter. I have the counter to keep these alive. If you go into the Gadatsu, then fine. I don't care. But I'll have the counter to keep these alive, no matter what. So character rush, 9. Whoa, what? Distorted future? Gosh, dang it. It's actually really annoying. Can I keep both of these alive? So it'd be 9 into 6. I can't. Which sucks. Gosh dang it. But they have 6 cards in hand. So... oh, I'll let it go. Not that I want to, but I will. Darn it. Alright, the opponent concedes. I'm like, I still don't think they win, but yeah, I mean, this deck is just absolutely freaking absurd. I mean, like, it just completely obliterates the opponent's hand. It's just so much aggression. It has all the tools. If it needs Divine Departure, it's got Divine Departure. It has events that do freaking everything. It has 6 cost 10k bodies that you play all the time. Every single card in the deck says draw a card. And you just have, like, all the tools in the world. You have, where is it at? Where's Holly? I mean, you have Lightning Dragon, which is its own insane card. You have Divine Soldier if you need it. But you have Holly, which is somewhere. But that card's absolutely absurd and insane because it's just like one of the most broken cards in the entire deck. It's just absolutely absurd and insane to me. Holly. I mean, it's double attack. Double attack. Double attack. That's insane. That's absolutely absurd. That's absolutely freaking absurd. The card's absolutely stupid and broken and nuts. And then Lightning Dragon can freeze things that you can minus to be able to get it down to freezing level. With Kin, I mean, it's just literally, this deck loses into pretty much nothing. Like, there's very, 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 very few decks in this game that can actually beat Enel except Bell Luffy. Like, Bell Luffy is basically the only deck that's pretty much always gonna win into Enel. I mean, not always. Depending on the skill level of the Enel player and the Bell Luffy player, maybe that, like, it does change things. But for the most part, Enel has basically no bad matchups. It pretty much never loses. It has every single tool that you could ever want. It has all the aggression. It has 5 life, so you can just take it, get more of the cards you need. You have the card advantage. I think literally, this deck has everything you would want in a deck. It's insane. And it's fairly budget friendly, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, the god of OP15, Enel, is here. And unfortunately, it's probably here to stay. So that's my video talking about Enel and the stupidity of Enel, and that's good into everything. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. It's completely free on Reddit because I'm going to be doing decks that aren't this stupid deck in the future, like more Brook, more UP Luffy in the future. But with all that aside, see you all next time. Make sure you check out the other OP15 videos linked right here. Check out my other EBO3 videos, Decktech videos, gameplay videos right here, and I will see you all there. Enjoy, everybody.